can the managing agent, building manager or strata committee ask the company providing the sinking fund plan to omit certain items such as a lift replacement, painting or sprinkler system replacement? So how do you feel about that when you've had that happen to you?
It's an interesting one. And in terms of the WA legislation, particularly because it's quite fresh with these 10-year maintenance plans, it's one of the most comprehensive lists I've seen a governing body put in legislation in terms of what must be included. There's no provision that I've seen where you can, even by special resolution, opt out of having a particular item in this scheme. It says basically if it's for the strata company, because Josephine's WA, if it's a common property item, the Council of Owners must ensure that it goes into the 10-year maintenance plan.
Yeah, generally it states something like capital items of a non-recurring nature.
Yeah. So if it was foreseeable that this item will either need replacement or maintenance, it needs to be in there. Interestingly, New Zealand has a provision in their legislation that says by special resolution, they can remove basically whatever they want. But what ends up happening is, say they take the painting cost out, because it's usually the largest one, and they go, great, our levies have just come down. That painting still needs to get done. All you're doing is delaying the funding of it. And unfortunately, whoever's left holding it gets a special levy for $200,000 in 6 or 7 years' time. And you still have to end up making up the same costs. If you were to sell purposely to avoid that cost, well, again, other than New Zealand, the legislation for the other regions, you essentially you've failed your obligation there, and there would be a chance for recourse for the new current owners stuck with this. So certainly would be recommending against that.